super buys on Super Duties. Like the Ford F-Series Super Duty for 2017, Motor Trend's Truck of the Year. We have 140 new 17 Super Duties in stock right here, right now.
And talk about a deal. New 16 Ford F-150 XLTs and deals even I'm amazed at.
Woody Folsom Ford's loaded with loaded 17 Ford Expeditions. Even heated and cooled seating. Plenty to pick from, so be picky.
Better get the backseat and get our exciting new warranty forever. The free powertrain warranty that lasts as long as you own the car. See us for details. Kevin's right. There ain't nothing to it but just to haul off and do it. Talk to me.
And Woody's right. Better get to Baxley and Woody Folsom Ford. Talk to us today.
The Altamaha Classic Cruisers presents Cruising to the Oldies, sponsored by R&R Auto and Camper Sales. Saturday, April 22nd. Registration from 9 until 11 with awards at 2. Over 70 awards given to top vehicles. A 50-50 raffle with a TV giveaway. Benefiting the Boys and Girls Club, Fairhaven's Women's Shelter, Hospice of South Georgia, and 4-H of Wayne County. The Altamaha Classic Cruisers, Cruising to the Oldies. Saturday, April 22nd in downtown Jesup. For more information, 912-269-7330 or 912-294-1897.
Turkey season's here. Stop by Some Toy Customs. We're your local high-performance gun shop for all your needs. Take your old shotgun, give it new life, a threading, and installing a new choke. We can customize your new or old shotgun to fit all your needs. We're also a full CNC shop. We're located in Anderson Subdivision off the Dogwood Extension. You can also check us out on Facebook or www.sumtoycustoms.com, SUMTOY. Our phone number is 912-237-4360.
Hurry in. Saturday's the last day to get the lowest price of the season on select items at Sears Hometown Store with America's Appliance Experts at 977 South 1st Street in Jesup. As we celebrate our anniversary, you'll save 50% on Kenmore wall ovens and up to 35% on other appliances. Plus, when you use your Sears card, you'll get an extra 5% off all appliances or 12-month special financing on all appliances over $499 or free delivery on appliances over $499. Don't miss the savings now through Saturday at your local Sears Hometown Store with America's Appliance Experts. Exclusions apply. See store for details.
When it comes to working around the house, never underestimate the value of getting it done right the first time. At your local Ace Hardware, our associates are always ready with expert tips on the smartest ways to get the results you're looking for. We'll give you simple, straightforward advice that will help you save time and money.
Your local Ace Hardware store is Harris Ace Hardware, the helpful place. Located on West Cherry Street in Jesup, also in Eulonia and Hinesville, that's Harris Ace Hardware.
Local news on WIFO.
It's time now for the latest in local news. In the news, funeral services for former Jesup City Commissioner Geneva Nichols have been set. The funeral will be held this Saturday at 11 a.m. at the Howard Jones Funeral Home in Jesup, with Reverends Jack Lee, T. Schaefer, and Steve Larson officiating. Visitation set for this evening from 6 to 8 p.m. at the funeral home in Jesup. Geneva Nichols passing away at the age of 79 on Wednesday. Geneva Nichols served on the city council for 8 years. Her husband, Jerry Nichols, also served on the council before her tenure. She was a recipient of the Distinguished Service Award from the Chamber of Commerce back in the year 2000. Long-serving member of the Tourism Board for over 20 years. Once again, the visitation this evening from 6 to 8 p.m. at Howard Jones Funeral Home in Jesup. The funeral for Geneva Nichols set for Saturday at 11 a.m. at Howard Jones Funeral Home. Republic Services announced Wednesday afternoon that they voluntarily withdrawn their permits at the Broadhurst landfill to expand a rail facility. They've withdrawn an application with the EPD to amend the landfill solid waste handling permit to allow for the disposal of coal combustion residuals. Area President of Republic Drew Eisenhower says they take pride in being good neighbors. He says part of being a good neighbor is listening. He says they have listened to the community concerns and have opted to withdraw the permit applications and do not intend to ever bring coal ash into the Broadhurst landfill. Public Relations Director Chip Blake of Republic in our studios Thursday morning on the world-famous Butch and Bob Show with the announcement.
We made an announcement, a public announcement yesterday around 4 o'clock that we are voluntarily pulling back 3 existing permits that we had with respect to an expanded rail facility out at Broadhurst. We had originally submitted an application to the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers in December of 2015, and then there were 2 permits that went along with that. One, I think, was a state water quality certification permit with Georgia EPD, and then there was was another Georgia EPD permit that was pending to allow for a monofill for disposal of coal ash. And I can tell you we pulled back on all that. So if you recall, in 2016, when we had the public hearing out at Coastal Pines Technical College, we made an announcement then that we would not be accepting coal ash at all at Broadhurst in 2016, even though we were permitted to do so. We honored that commitment. And then earlier this year, I believe it was in January or early February, just a few months back, while this permit was still pending, we made an announcement as well that we were not going to be taking any coal ash in 2017. And then yesterday, we made the announcement that we are completely pulling back the 3 permits that are pending.
You get those comments of Chip Lake from the PR Department of Republic. The announcement came as good news for the Wayne County community. It came as great news for the No Coal Ash at All committee, who has pushed for such a move by Republic since the beginning. Committee member Peggy Riggins says in a statement that, quote, "We at No Ash at All." And I think our community as a whole are thrilled with the announcement from Republic Services that the company is withdrawing its applications pertaining to the rail spur and the coal ash. We're so very grateful to the many people from Wayne County and beyond who work so hard to help protect our health and our wonderful natural resources. We're also very grateful to Republic Services for listening to the citizens in our community. Republic has told us they would like to be a good neighbor, and now they are showing us. We'll be back with more news after this word from our sponsor and other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
The Trade Mart at 3689 Savannah Highway has been serving Wayne County and surrounding counties for over 30 years. If it's a small hand tool you're looking for or a 30-ton bearing press, we've got it. You need a tarp? We've got you covered. We have any size you need, from a 5x7 to a 30x60. So if you need a quality tool at an affordable price, come see us at the Trade Mart, 3689 Savannah Highway, or call us at 427-6966. That's 427-6966. The Trade Mart, the tool supply place.
As a comfort advisor for 1 Hour Air Conditioning, what sets you apart from other companies?
Well, we offer for free services that most don't offer at all.
Really? Like what?
Well, every estimate I perform a load calculation on the home, an energy audit, and an air quality assessment. I'm not there just to sell a unit. I take time to identify problems and to educate clients on the best solution. By simply choosing the right equipment, I've actually had some of my customers save as much as $1,000 a year on their power bills, while also providing them with cleaner, healthier air. The savings in some cases was enough to pay for the unit. I also have financing options available, all with zero down payment and interest as low as 0%.
So the difference with 1 Hour Air Conditioning and Heating is our quality? Before you buy, let 1 Hour Comfort Advisor give you a no-obligation assessment of your system. Call 1 Hour at 912-427-7022.
We're always on time, but you don't pay in time.
At Paul Thigpen Chevrolet, you never need to wait for a sale to save. Right, Paul?
Heck no, boy. With our right here, right now attitudes and these huge PTC discounts and GM rebates on top, we ready to do work to earn your business today.
Don't forget about the best finance rates.
Yeah, you right there, cuz. We got the best finance rates in South Georgia.
Selection?
We stacking them deep and selling them cheap, cheap, cheap every day.
Find new roads at Paul Thigpen Chevrolet in Vidalia.
On Thursday, the Chamber of Commerce hosted a meet and greet with Georgia's Commissioner of Labor, Mark Butler. WIFO-FM had a chance to meet Mr. Butler, who says he's around the state hosting business summits.
Well, we're currently having a business summit. This past week we had it in Vidalia, but when we come into a region, what we like to do is get out and talk to our chamber folks, our economic developers, our small business people, and find out what the challenges they're seeing when it comes to the workforce and job creation. We do this because the only way that we can find out where we need to be and what we need to be doing to help local communities is we have to talk to the folks that are out there creating the jobs. And so this is a part of that process. We do it every year. Different times of the year in different parts of the state, but we try to visit all the communities and get some good input so we can see how we need to make changes and do things better.
Listening to you talk, you made a lot of good points. You talked about how everything's connected, how the city, county government, chamber of commerce, everybody has to be working in one direction in order for the workforce to be on board for the community?
Well, yes, when you talk about job creation in any community, in any part of the state of Georgia, it's very competitive. You're competing against other communities that may look a lot like yours. And so then it comes down to the little things, and what a lot of these prospects look at is they look at whether or not the local government's all getting along, whether it's the school board getting along with the cities or the counties, also with the chambers and the business community. And if they see a community that is all working together toward the same goal to help educate their young people to be a good part of the workforce, and that gets those prospects really excited. Not only that, though, but you see communities working together to make the community better as far as the standard of living and things to do, whether that be arts or local events, things like that. Believe it or not, that has a big impact on economic development, because they want the communities that they put their the money in, or their say their new factory or a new business in, to be a place to where they can attract outside talent to come move there. If they need like a specialty that may not be available locally, it's got to be an attractive place that somebody wants to move. And so when I say that everything is connected, everything is. I mean, you're talking about anything from parks and recreation to your school system to the technical colleges that are close by that can train individuals. Everything's connected. Everything has to work, because that's what they look at.
You mentioned Wayne County. You said you studied it. You said over 150 jobs open in Wayne County currently. But what about the workforce?
Well, your workforce has fluctuated up and down. But right now, when we checked, there's probably about, at any given moment, anywhere from 130 to 150 active job openings right now. And so the individuals who are out there looking, I would invite you to go take a look at our online job search that we have at Department of Labor. And sign up for that. Go in and take a look at what you've got here locally. There's a lot of job openings, but one thing I will caution is that a lot of the jobs that are out there are looking for people with certain skill sets. And even the ones that are not looking for people with trained skill sets, they're looking for people that understand the value of showing up on time, working well with others, good work ethic, because these businesses, they're not getting too picky yet, but they definitely want to make sure that, if they're going to make the commitment and training you for the job, they want to make sure that you're going to be there and be a good partner for them too.
Once again, those comments, Georgia Commissioner of Labor Mark Butler. We'll hear more from the Labor Commissioner next week as he gives us his opinion on the minimum wage in the state of Georgia. Also on hand at the meeting was State Representative Bill Werkheiser, in time to attend the meet and greet with the Commissioner of Labor. WIFO had a chance to talk with Bill Werkheiser about the legislative session, which just concluded last week in Atlanta.
No, it was one of the more stranger sessions, even from those who have been there for many, many years. Seemed to be a very slow process toward the end, and we didn't get things done that we should have. So, no, there wasn't a lot of groundbreaking news this year.
Why do you think that is? Again, as I said, they wait till the last few days to try to rush everything through. Why is it? I mean, that's the same thing they argued about in Washington, D.C. I thought we were better than in the state of Georgia.
You know what? That's what I've said. And again, it was a little bit different this year. I mean, some of it's just old politics. People are jockeying for position and flexing their muscle, and but it's counterproductive. And yes, Georgia is better than that, and that's why people are frustrated, and I'm frustrated. So maybe we'll do better next year, is all you can hope to say.
Really, the only two laws that seemed to get any publicity was the cannabis law that they extended to some other medical issues, and the gun law on campus, but with all the restrictions on where you can't. The question was, well, where can you have a gun on campus? Because they had all those exceptions. You can't have it here, you can't have it in dormitories, you can't have it so where can they have it?
And yeah, I think the joke was you can have it on the sidewalk in between your car and the dorm. Yeah, it's very watered down. I don't know if it was worth all the effort and fight that was put into it. And you still don't know if the government's going to veto it. So, yeah, I spent a lot of effort on that when I wish we would have spent the effort on getting the adoption code updated and things like that would affect 9,000 families in the state of Georgia. I was glad to see the medical cannabis progress some. And again, it's only in oil form. It's not smoking. It's not a road toward. slippery slope toward recreation. It's none of those things, and it's going to help some families. So I was glad to see that. But you're right; those are two things that grabbed all the headlines.
Well, the big news here in Wayne County that broke is Republic's withdrawing the permits. I know you've been very active in that. You've got a lot of text messages, a lot of phone calls. You've been at a lot of meetings like everyone else has. Your thoughts on Republic making this move?
Well, generally, when my phone is blowing up about coal ash, it was never good. So yesterday afternoon, between 4 and 6, yes, I was getting a lot of emails, texts, and calls, but certainly glad to see that one. I think the city and the county can take a big collective breath. I hope a lot of those who spend a lot of energy fighting, and they should have, will take some time and thank Republic for listening and for being responsive. I listened to them on your show this morning, and again, as they said, part of being a good neighbor is listening, and they did listen, and so I'm glad to hear that. So I do hope we will appropriately thank them, because speaking of spending energy, now I hope we can spend energy on doing some of the things that we talked about this morning, economic development, and just because it takes all hands on deck. It's not just the chambers or the IDA's role. It's everybody's role to help bring business here, and so maybe we can turn the corner and put some energy toward that.
You get those kind of state Representative Bill Werkheiser. We'll come back with some final news notes after this word from our sponsor, other commercial messages, so please stay tuned.
Attention mattress buyers. The Trade Mart out on 301 carries every size mattress that one could want. In stock, every day, twin, full, queen, king, even bunkies for your bunk beds. Twin, starting at $169 for the set, all the way to a king set starting at $349. That's right now for the sets. So if you're needing a mattress for a great price, come see us at the Trade Mart or call us at 427-6966. That's 427-6966. If you snooze, you lose, but don't lose on a snooze that you paid too much for.
Do you suffer from constant pain? Does your pain make life miserable at home, with family, and at work? Do you feel helpless and without hope? At Advanced Healthcare Center on South 1st Street in Jesup, they understand that constant pain is an awful condition that can lead to depression, disability, and utter despair. Advanced Healthcare now offers 2 proven effective treatments to reduce and relieve constant pain. Percutaneous electric nerve or PINS treatments and decompression traction therapy are highly effective at relieving constant pain in the spine, muscles, nerves, and other joints. Their highly trained healthcare professionals at Advanced Healthcare can fully evaluate, diagnose, and treat your constant pain syndrome and help restore your life and hope again. These new treatment options, combined with proper medication management, chiropractic, physical, and massage therapy, are covered by most major insurance plans. Same-day appointments and walk-ins are welcome. Call Advanced Healthcare Center in Jesup today at 427-8433. Feel better today.
Morton Collision is located at 1320 West Pine Street in Jesup. Morton's offers free estimates, 23-hour towing, and they guarantee their work. Call 427-3769 or after hours 912-294-6140. The staff at Morton Collision Center works with all insurance companies. So for guaranteed work with a qualified staff, go to Morton Collision at 1320 West Pine Street in Jesup. Morton Collision, quality you can see.
Final notes and news on Monday's World Famous Butch and Bob Show. District Attorney Jackie Johnson will be in studios. We invite you to tune in and hear what the DA has to say on a variety of topics in the judicial system. She'll be here to promote the annual Crime Victims Memorial Ceremony, which will take place on Tuesday, April 11th at 5 p.m. at the Wayne County Courthouse C, adjacent to the Wayne County Sheriff's Department. Everyone's invited to attend. The Crime Victims Memorial Wall will be on display the entire week next week, Monday, April 10th through Friday, April 14th. Once again, District Attorney Jackie Johnson in studio this coming Monday morning on the World Famous Butch and Bob Show. Today's the grand opening of the Wayne County Farmers Market for the year 2017. Today's hours from 1 to 7, Saturday from 9 to 1. Locally grown fruits and vegetables on sale, baked goods for Easter. They've got bunnies. Farmers Market located at 533 North 1st Street. Again, more on the Farmers Market coming up today on the World Famous Butch and Bob Show. And finally, the news, don't forget the Altamont River Run set for Saturday, April 22nd. Bring your canoes, kayaks, life jackets, sunscreen, and a sack lunch. enjoy a beautiful day on the Altamont River. That's Saturday. For more information, registration forms available at the Tourism Board website, waynetourism.com. Again, the 11 or 16 mile family paddle will take place that morning at 8:30 a.m. at the Upper County Landing off Arnold Road. Paddlers have a choice of 2 paddles. The 11 mile paddle will conclude at Oglethorpe Landing. 16 mile paddle will conclude at JC Landing. The 16 mile paddle will break for lunch at the Oglethorpe stop. Again, registration for the event is $15 before the event, $20 on the day of the paddle. Children under 10 paddle for free. That's going to do it for the latest in local news. Sports comes your way in a few minutes. Bob Morganson, have a great day.
You've been listening to local news on WIFO.
At Paul Thigpen Chevrolet, you never need to wait for a sale to save. Right, Paul?
You got that right. We always come to work to do work at PTC. I save my customers money every day and every way with discounts and rebates on all my vehicles.
Don't forget to tell them about the best finance rates, Paul.
You got that right, cuz. I got them low down, get down rates on all my new and used vehicles.
And